Grandma, why do you always smell weird? Mom says it's just Grandma's smell. That one simple sentence shattered Jane's Anderson heart. At 68 years old, she had always kept herself clean, yet her beloved grandchild had said this to her. The child no longer sat on her lap, and even when she reached out for a hug, there was a slight wrinkle of the nose. That night, Mrs. Lang pulled the blanket over her head and cried for a long time. Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Carter, a geriatric specialist with 77 years of life experience and over 10,000 elderly patients under my care. Today, I'm going to share with you a shocking truth, something no one has ever told you so frankly. Have you ever experienced this? You get on a bus, and the seat next to you stays empty. Your grandchildren hesitate to hug you. Your daughter-in-law keeps cracking open the windows. The old people smell. Do I have it too? Yes, you do. After examining thousands of elderly patients, I've discovered a truth: 99% of people over 60 don't notice it, but those around them do. Even worse, most family members are too polite to say anything, so the elderly remain unaware. Let me tell you about Mr. William Thompson. He showered daily and took great care of his hygiene. But one day, he overheard his grandson's friend whisper, "Wow, his house smells like old people." The words hit him like a punch. After that, he stopped coming out of his room when his grandson had friends over. If you're still listening to me, you might be wondering, do I smell like that too? And the truth is, you probably do. But don't worry. If you watch this entire video, I'll show you an easy way to fix it. Let's be honest, as we age, our bodies naturally develop a distinct odor. Science has proven this. It's not your fault. The body changes with age, and scent is part of that process. But the good news is, you don't have to live with it forever. By the end of this video, no one will ever whisper behind your back, "Does Grandpa or Grandma smell funny?" again. Children don't want to sit for long with an elderly person who has this scent because kids are brutally honest. Mrs. Tran Thhoa, 65, once told me, "Dr. Hung, my grandchild refuses to sit on my lap anymore. What should I do?" Her eyes were filled with tears. Today, I'm going to share a crucial secret I've discovered after 50 years of research and treating thousands of elderly patients, something no one else has ever told you. And here's the most amazing part: with just 3 minutes of washing 2 specific areas, you can eliminate 90% of this odor. This simple method has worked for over 1,000 of my patients, dramatically improving their relationships with their families. Don't miss out on this life-changing information. Before we continue, hit like and subscribe to help other elderly people who need this advice. Turn on notifications so you don't miss future tips that will improve your quality of life. Let's get started. Last week, I met Mr. Nathan Parker, 88. He sighed and told me, "Dr. Hung, I use expensive cologne, but my son still won't stay in my room. The first thing he does is throw open the windows. Do you know how much that hurts me?" I had to be honest with him. Mr. Nathan Parker, cologne won't solve the problem. It only adds another scent on top of the existing one, making it even worse. It's like spraying air freshener in a dirty bathroom. You have to clean the source. Many elderly people make this mistake. They notice an odor and try to mask it with perfume or deodorant. But that's not the solution. Instead of covering it up, you need to eliminate it at its root. So, they open the windows more often, but elderly people end up feeling hurt. To break this vicious cycle, we must understand the real cause of the smell. Do you know exactly where the old person smell comes from? Many people assume it's simply due to infrequent bathing or aging, but there's a clear scientific explanation. Understanding the cause is the key to solving the problem. Let's talk about the science first. As we age, our bodies undergo 3 major changes. First, changes in sweat production. When we're young, we sweat about 1 liter per day. But after age 60, this amount drops to less than half. Many people think, if I sweat less, how can I have body odor? But the truth is the opposite. Reduced sweating is not a good thing. Sweat is the body's natural cleansing system. Through sweat, toxins and waste are expelled. But when sweating decreases, these toxins accumulate on the skin, providing food for bacteria. The bacteria multiply and produce odor. Lily Morgan, 71 years old, once asked me, "Lay, I barely sweat, so why do I still smell?" It's precisely because sweating has decreased. Matthew Bennett, 73, told me, "Lay, when I was young, I sweated a lot and worried about it. Now, I barely sweat and thought it was good, but it turns out to be bad." That's right. The body eliminates waste through sweat. When sweating decreases, impurities build up on the skin. Second, changes in sebum production. Even more surprising is how skin oil, sebum, changes with age. The composition of sebum in young people is chemically different from that in older adults. As we age, a compound called nonenal appears in sebum. It's the main culprit behind the old person smell. After 30 years of research, I found that nonenal starts increasing at age 50 and peaks around age 70. It's an oxidized fatty acid that is almost non-existent in younger people. Nonenal is what gives elderly people their distinct odor. Third, changes in oral environment. After age 60, saliva production decreases by more than 50%. Saliva helps remove bacteria from the mouth and regulates acidity. When saliva levels drop, the mouth becomes dry, bacteria thrive, and bad breath develops. Grace Davis, 69, said, "My mouth always feels dry, and I notice a smell. I feel embarrassed when talking to others, even my grandchildren. That's because of reduced saliva." At this point, think about it, bathing daily, spraying perfume, or using mouthwash won't eliminate the odor. Why? Because of the 3 biological changes I just explained. But more importantly, there's a way to solve this problem. The answer is simple: you've been overlooking the most crucial areas. If you don't continue watching this video, you'll keep trying ineffective methods, wasting time and money. But the method I'll share today is actionable immediately. You'll notice a difference in just 1 week. Now, let's explore the fundamental principles of eliminating old person odor. Simple yet highly effective methods. Stay focused until the end. If you follow these steps for just 1 month, your family's attitude toward you will completely change. Dr. William, is it really possible to get rid of the old person smell? Patients often ask me this. And I always answer, yes. Absolutely. But only if you follow the method that no one has ever told you about. John Harrison, 75, came to my clinic for the first time with a sad expression. "My grandchild won't enter my room anymore. My son keeps opening the windows for ventilation." But after 6 months of following my guidance, he beamed with joy and said, "Doctor, now my grandchild sits on my lap again. It feels like magic." You can experience that too. What I'm about to share requires no expensive products from pharmacies or hospitals. You can do this at home, today. This is how I've verified my findings over 50 years of medical research. 97% of my patients have seen significant results. First principle, drink enough warm water. Water? What's so special about it? Many people ask. Water is the body's natural cleaner. When you drink enough, waste and toxins are flushed out through urine. A simple habit of drinking a glass of warm water first thing in the morning is crucial in reducing the old person odor. Mrs. Charlotte Miller, 72 years old, shared. "At first, drinking water in the morning was tough, but after a month, I got used to it. Now, if I skip it, I feel like something's missing. My skin looks better, and my grandchild even says I smell nice." Make it a habit to drink 6 glasses of water daily. Struggling to remember? Here's a simple trick. 1 glass when you wake up. 1 before lunch. 1 after lunch. 1 at 3 p.m. 1 before dinner. 1 before bed. Set a fixed schedule, and soon it will become natural. Note, coffee or tea does not replace water. In fact, Coffee dehydrates you, so for every cup of coffee, drink an extra glass of water. Second principle, take a light walk under the sun. I'm old, exercising is hard. Many say, don't worry, I'm not telling you to do intense workouts, just take a light walk. Spending 20 minutes under the sun daily has great benefits. Sunlight kills bacteria and eliminates bad microbes on the skin. Gentle walking makes you sweat just enough to release toxins. Avoid harsh sunlight, walk before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. when the sun is softer. Mr. Levien Tai shared. At first, my legs hurt, and I couldn't walk, but the doctor advised me to start with just 10 minutes daily. Now I can do it. Just walk slowly until you breathe slightly heavier, that's enough. Third principle, bathe every day with warm water. It's hard to bathe daily in winter, many complain. But bathing is essential to remove waste and bacteria from the skin. One important rule, don't use water that's too hot. Hot water damages the skin's protective barrier, making odors worse. The ideal temperature is 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Once a week, soak in a warm bath for 20 minutes at 38 degrees Celsius 100 degrees Fahrenheit. This opens up your pores and flushes out deep-seated dirt. Most of my patients say their skin feels softer and their odor is significantly reduced after a bath soak. By following these 3 principles, the old person's smell will already be reduced. But that's not all. Now, I'll reveal the most important secret. When bathing, you must wash these 3 areas thoroughly. 90% of body odor comes from these spots, but most people don't clean them properly. 1. Folded skin areas. These include the neck, armpits, under the breasts, belly button, groin, behind the knees, and inside the elbows. Sweat in these areas dries slowly, creating a breeding ground for bacteria. Unfortunately, many elderly people only rinse quickly or neglect these spots altogether. The back of the neck and behind the ears are particularly overlooked but contribute a lot to body odor. Mrs. Grace Davis, 66 years old, said, Dr. Williams' advice is amazing. I've bathed my whole life but never knew to scrub under my arms and breasts properly. The odor is almost gone, now my grandchild hugs me again. To clean properly, use a soft towel or loofah and gently scrub these folded skin areas. Avoid scrubbing too hard, as it can damage the skin, gentle rubbing is enough. 2. Hairy areas. Hair traps sweat and oil, creating bad odors. The most common neglected spot? The scalp. When washing your hair, massage your scalp with your fingers to remove trapped oil and sweat. Mr. Nguyen Vien SN, 62 years old, shared. After following the doctor's advice to massage my scalp while shampooing, my scalp odor reduced drastically. Now my grandchild even likes to touch my head. For men, chest and abdominal hair also need attention. Use soap or body wash that lathers well and cleans thoroughly. Always dry off completely after bathing. 3. Sweat-prone areas. These include feet, between the toes, and the palms. These spots have many sweat glands, making them prone to odor buildup. By maintaining these simple hygiene habits, you won't just smell better, you'll feel fresher and healthier every day. 4. Feet are trapped in shoes all day, bacteria love that environment. Foot odor spreads and even seeps into clothing. Mr. Tran Vien Hung, 68 years old, admitted, "Oh, my feet stink." To reduce odor, wash between the toes, dry thoroughly before putting on socks, and you'll notice a difference. Now, my daughter-in-law no longer wrinkles her nose when she enters my room. Always wash between your toes, dry them completely, then put on socks. Wear cotton socks and change them daily. Rotate your shoes to allow them to dry completely. Back hygiene matters too. Since the back is hard to reach, use a long-handled brush or a towel to clean it properly. Sweat on the back soaks into clothes, causing odor, so wash thoroughly. Important tips. Use warm water, not hot water. Hot water damages the skin's protective barrier, worsening odor. Choose mild soap, avoid those with overpowering fragrances. Mrs. Lu Th. 71 years old, shared. At first, I didn't believe such a simple method could reduce odor. But after trying it, it really worked. Now, my grandchild sits on my lap to watch TV with me. It's such a joy. Moisturize your skin after bathing. Dry skin flakes off, worsening body odor. In winter, moisturizing is even more crucial. Once a week, soak in warm water, 38 degrees Celsius per 100 degrees Fahrenheit, for 20 minutes to open pores and release deep-seated dirt. After soaking, dry off completely before applying lotion for maximum effect. If you don't start today, you'll keep bothering those around you. More importantly, you'll lose your own confidence and happiness. To avoid lifelong regret, start washing these 3 key areas today. Just 1 week, and you'll notice a different reaction from your family. Next, let's talk about diet and lifestyle changes. Dr. Hung, besides hygiene, is there another way? Many patients ask me this. Yes. What you eat has a huge impact on body odor. Mrs. Olivia Brown, 60 years old, asked, Doctor, I've eaten garlic all my life, could that be the cause of my odor? Garlic may cause temporary odor, but in the long run, it actually helps reduce aging-related body odor thanks to its antioxidant properties. 1. Eat more antioxidant-rich foods. What are antioxidants? Sounds complicated? Simply put, they slow down aging. As the body ages, oxidation occurs, which is a major cause of old person smell. Antioxidants help prevent this. Eat tomatoes, apples, strawberries, buckwheat, and brown rice. These foods slow aging and reduce odor. Red and purple fruits and vegetables contain the most antioxidants. Mr. Robert Mitchell, 79 years old, shared. I followed the doctor's advice, ate an apple and a tomato every day. 2 months later, my granddaughter told me, Grandpa, you don't smell anymore. It felt like magic. Surprisingly, garlic is a natural deodorizer. Initially, it smells strong, but when digested, it actually reduces body odor. Allicin, a compound in garlic, has antioxidant and antibacterial properties. Eating 1 to 2 cloves of garlic daily helps both health and odor. 2. Eat more fruits, vegetables and drink plenty of water. Water-rich fruits like watermelon, pears, and tomatoes help flush waste from the body. They act as natural diuretics, pushing toxins out through urine. Mrs. Elizabeth Taylor, 68 years old, shared. I started eating half a cucumber and a tomato daily, just for health. But after 3 months, people told me my odor was gone. Can't eat enough veggies? Make smoothies. 1 fruit and vegetable smoothie daily can significantly reduce aging-related body odor. 3. Maintain oral hygiene. Brushing 3 times a day is basic, but it's not enough. Scraping your tongue is key. The tongue harbors bacteria, which is the main cause of bad breath. Brushing alone isn't enough, use a tongue scraper. Available at pharmacies for just a few cents. Scrape your tongue once daily to greatly reduce bad breath. Mrs. Eleanor Hughes, 73 years old, shared. At first, tongue scraping made me gag, it was uncomfortable. But over time, I got used to it. Now, I can't go a day without it. My breath is truly fresh. Chewing sugar-free gum also boosts saliva production, reducing bad breath. Xylitol gum is even better, it prevents cavities. Chew for 10 minutes after meals to neutralize odors. 4. Reduce coffee and alcohol intake. Coffee, tea, and alcohol dehydrate the body, worsening odor. Alcohol, when processed in the liver, produces acetaldehyde, which is released through sweat, causing a distinct smell. By making these small lifestyle and dietary changes, you'll smell fresher, feel better, and regain confidence. Mr. Benjamin Cooper, 71 years old, shared, I used to drink a bottle of white liquor every day, and it turned out to be the culprit. After quitting alcohol and switching to barley tea, the odor significantly reduced within a month. If you love coffee, reduce it to 1 or 2 cups a day and drink more water or barley tea. Alcohol should be minimized or eliminated. Fourth, eat enough fiber. Constipation worsens body odor. When stool remains in the intestines for too long, toxins are reabsorbed into the bloodstream and released through the skin. Brown rice, whole grains, and fiber-rich fruits and vegetables help prevent constipation and keep the intestines healthy. Especially, eating brown rice or whole grains in the morning helps the digestive system function well all day. Ms. Amelia Watson, 77 years old, shared, "I suffered from constipation my whole life. After switching to brown rice with soup in the morning, my constipation disappeared. Surprisingly, my body odor also improved significantly." If you don't start now, you'll keep wasting money on expensive but ineffective products. Just by paying a little more attention to your body and oral hygiene, you'll notice a big difference. These habits not only reduce odor but also promote overall health. For a healthy and active old age, start today. Next chapter, caring for clothes and personal items. Even if you bathe regularly, it's useless if your clothes and bedding smell. This part requires special attention. First, change clothes and underwear regularly. Clothes worn once should be washed immediately. Sweat and body oils accumulate on fabrics, becoming food for odor-causing bacteria. In hot weather, changing clothes more frequently is even more important. Mr. Thomas Montgomery, 72 years old, shared, "I used to be frugal, wearing the same outfit for 3 or 4 days. After hearing from a doctor that changing daily helps, the odor problem significantly improved. Underwear must be changed daily. Cotton underwear is best as it absorbs sweat and allows airflow. Synthetic fabrics do not absorb sweat well, making odors worse. When washing clothes, dry them in the sun if possible. Sunlight naturally kills bacteria. During rainy days, make sure clothes are completely dry before wearing them. Second, wash bedding regularly. We sleep for about 8 hours a day, and sweat, oil, and dead skin cells accumulate on pillows and blankets, feeding odor-causing bacteria. Wash bedding at least once a week and dry it in the sun if possible. Pillowcases should be changed even more frequently as they collect oil and skin flakes from the head. Ms. Natalie Reed, 75 years old, shared, "I used to wash my blanket once a month. When the doctor suggested weekly washing, I found it annoying at first. But now I'm used to it, and my room has no more bad smells." Old pillows and blankets should be replaced every 1 to 2 years, as they accumulate bacteria and dust mites that cause odors. Third, take care of shoes and socks. Foot odor seeps into shoes and socks, affecting overall body smell. Change socks daily and opt for cotton ones. Avoid wearing the same pair of shoes every day. Rotate between 2 or 3 pairs to allow them to dry completely. Sprinkling baking soda inside shoes helps absorb odors. Mr. Ethan Hayes, 69 years old, shared, "I used to wear the same pair of shoes forever. After following the doctor's advice to rotate between 2 pairs and change socks daily, my foot odor greatly reduced. Now, my grandkids don't wrinkle their noses when they enter my room." Fourth, keep rooms well ventilated. Odors accumulate when staying indoors for long periods. Open windows at least twice a day, a morning and evening, for at least 10 minutes each time. Fresh air helps clear out trapped smells. Bathrooms and kitchens, in particular, are prone to odors and need even more frequent ventilation. Placing baking soda in the bathroom helps absorb odors. Mr. Zachary Bennett, 71 years old, shared, "I was afraid of the cold, so I rarely opened windows. At first, following the doctor's advice to open them twice a day felt uncomfortable, but the air in my house is completely different now. My daughter-in-law no longer rushes to open the windows when she enters my room." Now, we've thoroughly explored the causes and solutions for elderly body odor. Let's summarize. Causes of elderly body odor? Reduced sweat production leads to residue buildup and oxidation of sebum, creating nonenal. Decreased saliva causes dry mouth. Poor diet and inadequate hygiene. Unhealthy eating habits and lack of hydration. improper care of clothing and bedding. Solutions. Heavy check mark. Drink enough warm water, at least 6 cups a day. Heavy check mark. Take a light walk in the sun for 20 minutes daily. Heavy check mark. Wash 3 key areas thoroughly: skin folds, hairy areas, and sweat-prone areas. Heavy check mark. Eat plenty of antioxidant-rich foods. Vegetables and garlic are great choices. Heavy check mark. Maintain oral hygiene, brush teeth and scrape the tongue regularly. Heavy check mark. Wash clothes and bedding frequently, underwear daily, bedding weekly. Heavy check mark. Keep rooms ventilated, open windows twice a day for 10 minutes each time. These methods are almost cost-free and can be implemented today. No need for expensive products or complicated routines, just small adjustments in daily life. Eliminating elderly body odor is not just about removing smells, it's about making small changes for a healthier, more confident life. A small change can improve your family relationships, social interactions, and most importantly, your self-confidence. Don't let odor keep you from meeting people, spending time with your grandchildren, or feeling isolated. Ms. Wen Th. Mai, 62 years old, shared, after following the doctor's advice for 6 months, my grandchild now sits on my lap watching TV and even hugs and kisses me. Thank you for bringing this joy back into my life. You can experience this joy too. Start today. If you found today's video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with those who need this information. We'll continue bringing you valuable insights to transform your life. Thank you so much.